Hello, 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 and welcome, my Virgo Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your work, career, vocation reading for April and May 2021. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions, Virgo Sun sign, 4 planets in Virgo, second house. The Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you, my brother, sister Virgos, can call me Mal. Hey, hey, hey. Work, career, vocation. What could be more important to a Virgo or an Earth sign, right? Very happy to be doing these reads for you. Got the lunar reads done. Today is a waxing Taurus moon on a Tuesday, so I'm hitting it hard. Busy morning here at DrawingTheCircle Productions home office. Our website had a little glitch. We got it fixed. You want to go check it out, drawingthecircle.com. The Kindle book, Words of Grace on Kindle, is doing well. We're getting stuff ready for Beltane, May 1st. Yeah, it's just connected to the book. Go check it out. Links in the description box. And I was interviewed last night in a panel thing on internet radio. I've got your number with Lois Martin. I'm sure you can find it online. It was a panel of inside the mind of a psychic. I was one of 6 of us. Yeah, I think there were 6 of us on there. So that was a hoot. Pulled some cards, had some fun, and met some other people in the industry, which was kind of really cool. Anyway, let's get down to biz, shall we? We are doing 3 levels of power reading is essentially what this is. You can do 3 levels of power to look at anything in your life. We're just applying it to life purpose in terms of work, career, and vocation. Work, what you do to survive, the physical power in the world, your survival instinct stuff, right? Like how you pay your bills, though not everybody pays their bills in their work. They can do that through their career, heart, throat, third eye, crown, your passion, your hunger, what your soul craves, right? That thing that lights you up. And then there is your vocation, your spiritual calling, that 8th chakra, star, inspiration that keeps pulling you forward, right? In terms of a specific time frame, we're looking at April and May 2021, because these things take time to evolve, particularly what we've been through in the past year or so. So that being said, it is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All the decks that I read are in the description box below. And as ever, all I can ask from anyone watching one of my videos in terms of the readings that I do here, and yeah, we've got other readers coming in, Mal Flanders with the Dollhouse reads. I think they're hysterical. Scenes from the Dollhouse. She has such a storyline ahead. Just wait. It'll always be 5 p.m. 5 p.m. on the channel. If Mal has something, she launches at 5 p.m. Eastern. That's what I mean. Like, if you want to, I've been doing these readings for myself, work, career, vocation, and for clients for just decades now. So enough talking. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can from my pantheons of the divine on a subject which, honestly, if you want something done, give it to a Virgo. Please take a nice deep breath. Particularly with the moon and Taurus waxing. Yeah. Beltane right around the corner. Here we go. My collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters of life purpose, and the higher selves of all involved. 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. Please, I need 3 cards to represent in the 3 levels of power, their work, career, and vocation. I'll call them out as I go. For the Virgo Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, I'm watching this video, receiving this reading. We are ready, please, in our work, right? Our survival, intuition, root, sacrum, solar plexus. What's going on in our career? Heart, throat, third eye, crown. That thing that does light us up, right? Nothing like a Virgo who loves what they're doing, right? And has some clarity on it and some creativity in there. Please. Career and vocation, that 8th chakra. Spiritual power, visionary intuition, right? Just really seeing things from the satellites, calling us forward. April, May 2021. Now, these cards can be triggering. Yes, these cards can be triggering. They're supposed to be. Archetypes are neutral. So no matter how wonderful an archetype sounds, is as toxic as it is in its shadow, we'll get there when we get there. The reverse is also true. So you've got the king in your work. An archetype that is very tricky on planet Earth, by the way, and we will get to that, but if you're going to have it in that level of power is pretty cool. Loving this. This is masculine family, the king. This is the hero. This is the hero's journey. This is the action. This is great, big, huge, wonderful. Well, unless it's in the shadow, right? I just said it. Now, here's the one that's got the word itself, because the king and the hero, I'll take those. Those sound nice, but here's the one you're not going to like the sound of, the victim archetype. Now, the victor archetype is the survival family of archetypes. Everybody has the child, the victim, the saboteur, and the prostitute. It's how we learn how to survive. Read Sacred Contracts by Caroline Myss. This is her deck, the Caroline Myss archetype cards. I adore her. I think she is one of the best spiritual teachers incarnate on planet Earth at the moment, and I think she's amazing. I've learned she's been a lifesaver for me. I've never met her. She's one of the 2 people on planet Earth that intimidate me. It's her and it's Chrissy Hine from The Pretenders, because I love her, but she looks like she would cut a bitch. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so victim archetype. We will get to these and explain these, but I have to say, if you're gonna have this, have it in the 8th chakra, and you will see why. All right. Here we go. Let's get down to work. The king archetype. Are you kidding me here? Think lower 3 chakras. How you navigate through the physical world, the 3rd dimensional world. The shadow attribute, the power being that of you might not want to see within yourself, or possibly know about it, but you don't want anybody else to see it. And it is true, you could also be dealing with this in other people. The shadow attribute, excessive feelings of entitlement. Entitlement is one of the 7 deadly sins. Rulership without restraint. You see, now, come now. Come now. We have seen just about enough of that toxic masculine energy on planet Earth, have we not, ladies? Yeah, we're nodding our heads. Divine feminines, regardless of gender, right? So get the light attribute, the alchemy of what's possible. This is beautiful. Enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. The land and the king are one, darling. Myss of Avalon, well, said before, Myss of Avalon, the land and the king are one, because it's a thing that exists whether or not people write about it. So that's incredibly powerful. That is just incredibly powerful. Now, we're using 2 other decks. Like I said, this is a 9-card draw. We're going to see what this looks like on the inside, how you're experiencing it. Think of these 3 cards as almost the 8th chakra of your work, career, and vocation, showing you the larger archetypal pattern that your soul power is developing. The hero, heroine, this is awesome. However, the shadow attribute, escapism and a false sense of heroism. Essentially what we're looking at there is, what's the opposite of the hero? The villain, right? That escaping of responsibility, that escaping through the, and a false sense of heroism, even the anti-hero, if you like. Like, I'm all down for Deadpool, I mean, please. Ryan Reynolds, just please. Now, clear. You get what I'm saying there, right? That escapism, and every hero, well, I mean, in every classic story, every involving a hero, of which there are billions, the hero refuses the call at first, right? The call to the hero's journey, and say no, because this is an action family archetype. And in career, this is heart, throat, third eye, crown stuff, very psychological, emotional power, mental power, creative power in terms of what you say and don't say, choose and don't choose, willpower. So the light attribute, I love this, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. And that's what makes a hero. And so therefore a hero king. Do you see what I'm saying? In the light, I'm so glad I'm a Virgo. I can relate to this. Now, here's the one you don't like, but you want to know about. The victim, like I said, everybody's got the child, the victim, the saboteur, and the prostitute. Yeah, the lead, the toxic, the shadow of the victim, everybody does. Playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity. We've all done it. Inability to maintain personal boundaries. And honey, Virgos, we are the boundaries. We are the only sign that crosses its legs. Look at the symbols, right? So, you know, this is a big thing. But to have it here, to have it in the 8th chakra about our spirituality, then we really have to look at the light. Prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing another. And that makes sense if you're doing the spiritual vocation of unity consciousness, of understanding that we're all one, and that it's not just as you sow, so shall you reap. It's all happening in the quantum now, right? It's like that. See what I mean about that satellite point of view, right? Get up past even the crown chakra. So this is fascinating. Let's keep going. Next, 3 cards on the table. Daughters of the Moon Tarot. This will represent the psychological aspect of the inner world, the yin aspect, the divine feminine, the heart, throat, third eye, crown, right? What you're feeling, what you're choosing, what you're thinking, and of course the spirituality, that spiritual connection of the crown chakra. Please take a nice deep breath. My goddesses of Earth and the sign of Virgo, please, in work, career, vocation, I need 3 cards. For the Virgo collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, maybe even giving this reading for work, career, vocation, April, May 2021. Please clarify, put all 3 face down. What's going on with them in their work with the king archetype? What's going on for them with that hero, heroine archetype in their career? And what's going on with that victim, victor, victory, 8th chakra vocation? Cool. Let's get some tarot narrative on the table. Fuck yeah, okay. Tricky, but it gets better. Okay, so the king archetype, like I said, it's the United States. If you're in the U.S., let me backtrack this. Carolyn Myss did a you can find this on audio somewhere, about the sacred contract of the United States. The United States has within its own 12 houses of its own sacred contract the rebel archetype. So the United States doesn't do really well with kings. Queens, hell yeah, but kings not so much. And if you look, you'll see that toxic patriarchal structure, it's never really held power here in that way like it has over in Europe and elsewhere. Tricky, right? So to have that inside with the 9 of Blades, deep introspection, right? Yes, blindfolded and bound if you look at the Rider-Waite Tarot, but certainly driving you inward. A real looking in, a deep critical focus. Now I have to say, we're Virgos. Criticism. You look it up. It says Virgo, criticism. But if you only do that in the shadow, that's a fucking nightmare. And this is what's going on inside of you, heart, throat, third eye, crown, right? If this is your reading. But look at like the words critical care unit or critical thinking or critical writing, right? It's detailed. It's what we do. So, and yes, and look, somebody sent me some footage today of something they want to put up on the channel, and I looked at it, it's like, oh, you want my critique? It's going up on my channel. I got final say anyway, right? It's like, try this, try this, try this, try this, try this, and then that's what we do, right? And I literally did this today, and as the president of my company, the king. At least I don't pretend, right? It's like, oh, this has nothing to do with me, right? No, I am authentic, balls to the wall, my darlings. Symbolically speaking, your career, the hero, heroine with 6 of Pentacles, success under handicap. It has not been easy. It has not been easy, Virgo, right? I love this card. 6 of Pentacles, you know, it is that equal give and take. But there's also an essence of momentum here, that there is that balance, right? But a Special Olympics-based kind of race there. So it's like, if you're in the game, you're winning. There's success. You have what you need to move forward as the hero. So I'm not getting that there is the escapism and the false sense of heroism. I'm really getting that it's like, no, the success is within you here. Bringing this down, however, into physical form may require maybe some deeper introspection or a real focusing of your heart, third eye, crown onto something in the physical world. But those are the next 3 cards we'll have laid down. You've got the victim-victor archetype with the dreamer, the fool in this deck. This is so about allowing the inspiration of something brand new, a dream to come in. That is really, it may be as the result, like if you have healthy boundaries, and come on, Virgo. Our virginity grows back by daylight, by the way. We always get a new day, right? As Virgo, we start the day fresh. Or not so fresh. there's so many jokes connected to that, I have to move on. To really get that, because what is the light part of this archetype? Prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others if you are collaborating with other people. If you are about to incarnate something that is brand new, and it does feel like it's successful in your career, it's just the details. But if you're the king archetype, you are the one who has to make those decisions. So I get the Nine of Blades. I'm sorry, no, this is not the Nine. No, this. See, I always get the two decks confused because Daughters of the Moon Tarot is different. She takes the numbers and changes, and I love that about her. This isn't the 8, but it reminds me of the 8, but it is the 9. So that is not just Sleepless Nights, but even if you want to see that here, Rider-Waite Tarot, Knight of Swords, right, with the swords. I get it, but it's the same thing. But why would that be that? Why the intensity of it? Because excessive feelings of entitlement and rulership without restraint. You're the one calling the shots, is what I'm getting here. Or you're dealing with someone who may be that critical. See, that's a general read. So this is why with a client, we would like lay 100 other cards on top of this. So that you're not being victimized here. This new insight, this new inspiration, this new guidance, grace, whatever you want to call it, coming in very innocently, right? With that vulnerability to the divine, while on the outside, you might be like, take a number. I'm in prayer at the moment. I'm reassessing my boundaries as I will. All right, last 3 cards down. The Mythic Tarot. What does this look like on the outside? So this would be like the root sacrum solar plexus of your root career and vocation. It's really looking at the 3 levels of power as 3 different entities, right, in which you occupy each. Breathe. Thank you, Caroline Myss, wherever you are. Please, my gods of, oh, here we go. My gods of earth and the sign of Virgo, please. 3 cards in clarity for the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watching this video, receiving this reading. Please clarify for us what this looks like on the outside, either some aspect of the physical work, career, vocation, or how the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watching this video, receiving this reading, appears from the outside looking in. Let's say we've got the King archetype going on here with the 9 of Blades, criticism on the inner. What does this look like on the outer? We've got the hero heroine in career, creative intuition, their hunger, their passion, their thirst. The hero with success. So there's definitely like a chakra balance in there. It's like heart, throat, third eye, crown are in alignment here and ready to manifest something, move it forward. But if it's a passion for personal empowerment, that it's not just about how much money does it make or will it succeed, but I have to take this journey. I have to take this call and move it forward. What does that look like on the outside? Thank you very much. And for the vocation, let's say the victor archetype. Victory, overcoming things, right? The alchemy from victim to victor, that there need be no regret if I've learned from my past, unhooking the past, the Matt Kahn mantra card. So with that vision, that visionary intuition, with the fool, the dreamer, what does this look like on the outside, please? My gods. April, May 2021. I went deep for you guys. Well. Well. The King, 9 of Blades, go with the 9 of Blades because you really, really want to make sure the detail, the paperwork is what it's supposed to be because you got the card of justice. Where injustice and imbalance was done before, Athena, justice. Wise justice, divine justice, not just what somebody says it should be. Which work. Which work. Hero, heroine, balance, literally the word written on the card. The Queen of Swords, in this deck, the Aquarius card. So you may be dealing with Aquarius, or you may have Aquarius, Sun, Moon, blah, 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 all of that. But fixed air. Fixed air is a visionary thing, Aquarius. It is about seeing the larger picture here. So even from the outside looking in, even if you have no planets in Aquarius, this could be the Virgo watching this, seeing this from the stratospheric fixed air Aquarian point of view. Humanitarian, egalitarian. Your career might very well have to do with humanitarian efforts. Group, Save the World, Greenpeace, you know, all just whatever in that sort of vein, which is very Virgo too. Or you are dealing with somebody who really has that Queen of Swords vibe there. Probably very incisive and decisive, but not necessarily emotionally engaging there, but really good for the technical and the legal aspects of things. I mean, I like my lawyers to be air signs. I really, really do. Well, my main lawyer, my stepfather, Zeus, as I like to call him, is a lawyer. So if you're going to get a lawyer, go Libra. So that's lovely. I mean, I don't get any bad vibe on that at all. But for a hero-heroine, at least you know that you're going into it with a clear logical as well. In other words, very third eye, right? Heart, third eye crown. But keep in mind that Aquarian 11, like the internet is 11th house in that Aquarian way. How it unifies everybody, right? And with this Victor archetype, and I'm just going to, we'll pop it out the bottom. I'm just going to say with the Victor archetype here, with the Fool, and with that what? The Ace of Wands, Zeus giving forth the call to the quest. It's set up for you. It's set up for you. You're the victorious hero king. That's how you read an archetype from the 8th chakra down. That's what you're incarnating. The victory hero, heroine, king. Survival, action, and masculine energy. This is amazing. So really, I'm going to say to you, take the time. Take the time, whatever it needs. Make sure every T is crossed, every I dotted. Make sure your paperwork is in alignment. You may need to delegate as the king as well. It's coming into balance. I really get a feeling that if anything was shady before in your work dealings and dealings with others, it's balancing out now, and there's something about the adjustment of the really going within yourself to really tune into, why am I doing this? What is my heart, third eye crown, my heart, my passion here? Because if you get that, regardless of what happens here, I'm doing this from a passion for my own personal empowerment, and maybe even the empowerment of others with that Aquarian, very, very friendly card there, the Queen. I mean, I like the Queen of Swords. It's I don't see her as an ice cold bitch all the time, and I'm not feeling it there particularly, but you know, you do need that clarity of mind as the hero, heroine too, so that you can really take in this this vision, this inspiration, this call, this spark of inspiration. Ace of Swords, really, no shit, Zeus holding forth, go forth and retrieve the golden fleece. The hero's journey hath begun. So, my pantheons of the divine, may the Virgo collective sun, moon, rising, Venus, sun watching this video, receiving this reading, be blessed with all that they need in their work, career, vocation, that they may download the vision, the Ace of Wands as the dreamer, that it really empowers them towards victory in a way of seeing this in a way that no one gets victimized, including them. Everybody's boundaries are clear and clean, so they can take that hero's journey, really fulfilling their passion, taking that forward motion, that balance of success, that internal feeling of success, yet wisely planned, seeing the larger picture, so that they can bust the moves that Virgos need to bust as kings. Right? With the absolute critical analysis, making sure every single aspect in the physical is as it need be, and that it be just and balanced. For their well-being, for the well-being of their work, career, vocation, and honestly, for the well-being of all Virgos in service, so mote it be. And so it is. Pretty concise, very clear read. Look, if you like it, like it. If you want more, subscribe, comment, help a Virgo out, and by all means, go read my book. I mean, look, that book saved my life in the writing. Yes, it served me first, right? Absolutely, it did. It was a healing experience writing Words of Grace from a professional witch. But honestly, all the work that I do does that as a Virgo. So Virgo, run with it. Make this about, I mean, if I was going to say where your leverage is in this reading, It's in heart, throat, third eye, crown. It is definitely that heroine archetype there for you. But just remember, even if you need to get the counsel of somebody who sees the bigger picture, which is sort of what we just did here, go for it. Good reading. Well, wishing us all the very best and the very blessed then in our work, career, vocations, my Virgo collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, Virgo power. Hail, farewell, and blessed be.